everybody. Thank you guys for sticking around through the technical difficulties. So sorry about that, but we are ready. We are, we're here. We're ready for these games, and there was definitely a word sneak that got buried by the panic, so I'm super sorry, but it was something along the lines of, this is going to be an amazing match, and I could not agree more. To start us off tonight, it is Overkill versus Instinct. Offbeat on the cams. Faye in the booth with me. Any thoughts before we get going?
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a game. All right, let's go. Absolutely no build up there, but first headbutt will go to the side of Overkill, and then actually it's a self-clear, bouncing all the way back into the Overkill bubble where it is gonna be Metasator on it. I do believe that is Oculusator, but I don't know. Either way, it's gonna be into the hands of XA, and that will go in for the first 2 points of this round. PHAEN0M, is that Oculusator, you think? It has to be.
I think Oculus is now meta, so I imagine
That's
Oculusator
actually really
is
okay.
now Metasator.
I'm actually kind of brain dead. That works. Hey, Offbeat, the scores are, yep. Okay, just making sure you are. Okay, it is Robin's now up high in the mid, sending this one down low, cross over to Knife Rich. Knife Rich working his way up, but doesn't like what he sees, so he'll back this one out to Anubis, who sends it right back up to Robbins, who's doing some moves. Back across now to Knife Rich. Knife Rich back, but what a save off the head, I think, of Cruisin', picked up by Robbins, and he will back this one out to set Overkill up again. The pass to Knife Rich is good. Knife coming down, sending that one across over to Robbins, but once again denied by Cruisin'. Not quite going to find the clear just yet, though, as Anubis recovers in the midfield. Anubis sending this one low back to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck working his way on the wall, but chooses to send it back to Anubis instead at the station. Anubis now sending this one up high, cross to Robbins on the ceiling. Robbins doing some work. The pass back to Anubis is good, and finally they find a way to score on Cruisin'. Took a couple extra passes, but there we go, tie game.
12, 11, 10.
Yeah, I mean, this Overkill, I mean, they're kind of all known for being more of the mechanical nature, but I mean, truly the reason Overkill is in Masters because they are explosive. They are very slow and then very fast, and they know when to be both, and it makes them very dangerous, especially on offense.
I really agree with that analysis. Methodical, I think, is the perfect word for this team. I mean, Dimly several times has said that Overkill, if they stay together, will be a championship team one day. And you know what? With the playstyle that they've got, if they get that down to a science and more consistent, I have to agree with them. But right now, it's Instinct in control as Cruisin' sends this one back to XA at the station. Now back across over to Cruisin'. Cruisin' working this one forward just a bit, showing some awesome discipline and patience before sending it low across to Meatballer, who takes it up to the Ghost and then backs it out just a bit back to Cruisin'. A lot of resetting coming through right now from this Instinct squad. I mean, they know they're tied. They know they can play this game all day. They're waiting for an opportunity to present itself, and maybe they've seen it as that goes to XA. XA on the wall. Just kidding. Gonna send this one back to Cruisin', but now down low to Meatballer. Meatballer doing some moves on the boot, looking for a lane, but Overkill not giving them any openings until finally, there we go, Cruisin' to Metasator, and Metasator will put this one in for another 2, and Instinct is up now 4-2.
Yeah, the defense really good at kind of suppressing any options that they have. I mean, both teams back and forth just looking for those options to kind of let them form themselves, and they're holding it back a lot, trying to bait out that one person, but the bait has just not being taken right now by either defense.
Yeah, I completely agree. This game so far has just been a battle of the brains. But here comes Overkill once again. It's Robbins on the ceiling. A good pass to Anubis, who does what a move right there on the shoulder to get rid of that incoming defense, and finds the lane, finds the 2. We're tied up once again.
Yeah, that was a millisecond difference. If Anubis had not gotten to that Geo yet, it would have been a different outcome for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those little moves, that is exactly what they're going to need to disrupt this Instinct defense, because they've been super solid, especially Cruisin' in the goal. But here's a turnover, and then another one as Metasator gets another interception. Meta gonna back this one up for just a minute before pushing back forward into the tunnel. Eyeing up this lane, gets it through Ghost Duck to XA. XA on the nose, backing this one up now. Doesn't like what he sees, but finds this cross over to Metasator. Meta under the pack, pushing forward. Under some pressure now from Anubis, gets this cross over to Cruisin. Cruisin under this boot, under pressure from Robbins, will send it back to XA. This defense from Overkill has been incredible. I mean, we're looking at Instinct. They're keeping one person on the back line, which is smart for the reset, but without having that fourth person in, they're having trouble finding a way into the Overkill bubble. But maybe this is it, as this is past to Metasator. Meta gets his pocket picked here by Robbins, who's going to get back to it before attempting to send it through, but Cruisin's on it. A little bit off on the shot, but that's what your teammates are there for. Meatballer there to pick up the rebound and put it in for the 2.
Yeah, very lucky they got the rebound off of that. That's why they end up with the point. But exactly what you said. Right now, Cruisin and XA are really hugging that back line. And unfortunately, they're just not able to kind of find an option when they do not have a full team in that bubble. Hopefully they'll try to speed it up a little bit. But I mean, when they're picking up errors just like they just did, I mean, that's going to make the match.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And speaking of numbers, oh my, XA with the numbers, but the jump there from Anubis, absolutely beautiful, forces the turnover, gets the clear, and maybe just outside the bubble, sends this one up to, Knife Rich, who gets it through the goalie's hand. But hey, you know what? Sometimes it happens, and points are points, and those points will tie us up at 6.
I mean, I've seen this a lot, especially with this kind of incoming new wave of high-level players is, especially with like Anubis and players like Time, is they start off as, very good players, very good goalies, maybe at that diamond level, but when they move past that plateau into this master, super high-level territory, you see them end up as defenders. And, some of these guys have spent so much time watching defenders fail that they now understand very well how a defense is supposed to run. And so you get these, ex-diamond goalies that end up as, master level defenders.
Yep, I completely agree. And here he comes into the bubble, also going to be lethal in the bubble with all that experience. He knows what pisses off goalies. He knows what works because of that experience. So definitely a name to watch out for. Is Overkill going to keep this possession here? I thought for sure they were going to lose it there, but no, not just yet. XA, yes, will find this clear to the mid, where it will bounce into the hands of Metasator. Meta now slowing this one down, waiting for those teammates to get up the arena with him before walking this one forward. Looking to send it back, but speak of the devil, and he will get the disc. It's Anubis once again with the interception. The bounce into bubble. The pickup will be missed by the incoming stack, but Knife Rich is there first regardless for Overkill. He'll send this one into the bubble up to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck doing some moves on the boot, looking for something under all of the pressure, but somehow the goal is open. I think Cruisin went to go cover a high option, and Ghost Duck recognized that, and the rest is history.
11, 10, 9.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely, the read from Anubis was amazing. And then, just missing that stack, but able to, clean up a point that definitely should have been theirs in the first place.
Absolutely. But here comes Instinct once again. The fire high is good into the hands of Meatballer, but he's under pressure from Anubis once again. Anubis forcing this turnover and managing to clear it underneath Cruisin, where it will bounce into the Instinct zone. Anubis with the headbutt. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Does keep it away from those defenders. Buys him some time to get there and send it back to Ghost Duck, who fires it right back to Robbins on the ceiling. Robbins now going down low to Knife Rich, and Knife Rich, there we go. 18 meters a second from 4 meters out. Will secure another 2.
Yeah, I mean, the headbutt's a good play, especially in that circumstance. You have a 2 teammates stacked up behind you to kind of clean up whatever it happens. So if you got one person on you and you grab it, there's a good chance that you can get 50'd or some kind of ping diff, whereas if you headbutt it, it's just going somewhere, and maybe that stack can pick it up. And that was what they were able to do. He is able to recover it, stack was able to push forward, and he was able to push it right to that stack again.
Yep, spot on. As Meatballer, that pass spot on down low to XA. XA forced to send it back to Cruisin, though, who dishes it back out over to Meatballer on the floor. Meatballer under some pressure here from Anubis, does manage to find that lane up to Metasator, who backs it out of the bubble before looking to push it back in, but that's just a little bit high. However, what a leech there. Metasator getting on that Overkill stack to get back to his own rebound, sending it up to Meatballer. Meatballer to XA. XA looking for one more pass to Cruisin, and there we go. The full team play for Instinct will get another 2 on the board.
They're doing quite well. The scramble is what's keeping them in this game right now. Just able to, correct on small errors and penetrate through that bubble. But, I mean, that's twice now. I think they've had basically an open play, an open player, and no one else to defend it, but then also no other teammates in the bubble with them. So they're making these options, but then they're just like 10 feet away from where they need to be when they make those options.
Yeah, I think you're spot on it. Oh, a headbutt there almost forces the turnover, but Robbins is there regardless. Gets the tap to Ghost Duck, who gets it back to Anubis. Now passed up to Knife Rich. We are at the 30-second mark. Instinct needs to hold Overkill here and needs to secure some points of their own. Maybe this is how they do it. No, Robbins does manage to get the pass to Anubis, who sends it right back up to Robbins. Robbins now looking for this cross. It's a little bit off. That's just what Cruisin needed to get this one sent on through. Where are the stacks? Instinct needs points, but they will not get them here as Knife Rich managed to get home first, get this one sent to the mid. One final opportunity, maybe. No, a little bit off on the pass, and round one goes to Overkill.
I mean, fantastic game. That was super close the whole way. I mean, I definitely think the Overkill side a little bit more composed, a little less the errors, but overall, the few times they did, Instinct was able to just immediately capitalize on those errors and make a quick goal. But I think right now they're really relying on the opportunities they're finding to keep in that score differential, but they really need to start making their own opportunities if they want to take this next round.
Yep. I think you're spot on, and I mean that Overkill defense really making me want to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because even with 3 Instinct players in the bubble, they're just not finding those lanes. I mean, Cruisin is a fantastic backliner, right? And that is the strat that normally works for Instinct. They're just not finding open opportunities on this Overkill defense. They're killing it with the man marking, and all they've got to do is apply a little loose pressure to force that pass, and they're able to capitalize on it a lot. Excuse me. So, I mean, what do you do if you're Instinct? This is what's worked for them time after time after time, but they're just, they haven't found as much success with it as they normally do.
I mean, look at the stats here. 2 points for every player on the Instinct side. A handful of assists for a lot of players. Robbins right now with 3 assists. So, doing a lot of the work, probably getting it to that scoring player. But other than that, I mean, it's not a very stat heavy round right now. Nobody's doing a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of passing, a lot of just trying to wait for opportunities.
Yep, I think you are spot on. Oh my goodness! Oh. Speaking of stats, this shot from Meatballer would have been good for a 3, but somebody was home for the save. Not done yet though, as Instinct sends this one back into the bubble. Picked up a Knife Bridge, but stolen by Meatballer. Man, he didn't get the 3, but he will settle for the first 2 points of this round. And thank you, Babs, for the subscription. We appreciate it, homie.
Yeah, that was a fantastic snag from Meatballer, just that last second put in, and that's exactly what's been keeping them on the board. So
yep, absolutely. But now Overkill working their way up the arena. It's Anubis sending this one to Ghost Duck in the tunnel, who, I think he was going for an up high pass up to Robbins, but that bounce got him. So this will be another turnover as Cruisin sends it to Meatballer, and that's not Meatballer. That's Metasator. Metasator looks to send it back to Meatballer. That's going to mess me up. All right, Ak, you got to go back to the other name. You cannot play on a team with Meatballer because I read M-E and I get messed up. All right, it's fine. Anyway, Meatballer sending this one through tunnel up to Metasator. Metasator now working his way up, stopping at the nose to send this one back into the hands of Cruisin. Cruisin now also displaying some patience, looking for something, finds that cross to XA. XA! Oh! Okay, Knife Rich. Smart idea there, going to cover the only cut. Looked like XA was going to commit to it, but then XA, I guess, recognized it at the last second. Was able to get the shot.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably an inch in front of the goal on our screen, so imagine Knife probably had a little bit in front of that, but yeah, diving out, that's the dangerous part. Sometimes it's just risk reward.
Yep, absolutely. And in this circumstance, it was the risk for Overkill, but they're now pushing in toward the Instinct zone as this is passed up to Knife Rich. Good cross up high to Robbins. Robbins on the ceiling, doing some work, opts to send it back to Anubis at those double diamonds, who passes it forward now to Knife Rich. Knife Rich up to Ghost Duck, and Ghost Duck right on back to Anubis. Anubis now looking for that down low cross. Oh, what a pass, but what a read from Meatballer, who gets the grab, but not quite the clear out just yet. It's going to require a little bit of help from XA, and that'll stall at the mid. Picked up by Anubis, stolen by Cruisin. Cruisin sending this one all the way in off of the backboard into the hands of Anubis, who gets this one sent up now to Ghostuck. Ghostuck looking for these lanes, goes for this bounce, and it's just a little missed by that for the original stack. Picked up by Knife Rich, stolen by Metasator, then picked up by Anubis and passed on back to Ghostuck. Ghostuck now, getting a little high, sending it over to Anubis. Anubis on the ceiling, playing patient, up to Robbins, doing some work, trying to get away from Meatballer, looking for that pass to Ghostuck. It goes to Anubis instead, who goes for one final pass to Ghostuck, and what a play there from Overkill. And they'll finally find themselves on the board.
Yeah, I mean, they were... all of Overkill was inside that bubble or near that bubble the whole time. And I think this, right now, that's what's giving them the edge, is that aggression of having all those players in the bubble. And even, you know, when errors or tight passes are made, they can still make something of it.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. And, oh, speaking of missed passes and making something of it, Anubis getting the shot off, but Cruisin is there for the grab. Now picked up by Metasator and sent up to Meatballer at the mid. Meatballer, cross over to XA. XA gonna take this one to the wall. I'm loving the discipline and the patience that we are seeing from Instinct. They have confidence. They're not just going to panic eat it. And there we go. The payoff right there. XA to Meatballer, who comes down from the ceiling and puts it in for another 2.
That was, I think, the first good setup I've seen from Instinct this match so far. I mean, they positioned well. They set up, you know, they pulled out a defender. Cruisin had a stun back. They had the numbers, and they were able to just kind of, you know, keep army marching right into that goal.
Absolutely. But now this is going to be into the hands of Metasator, looking for that pass through. It does connect with XA off the bounce, who sends this one into the bubble. But look at that read from that stack. Ghostuck breaking apart early to get the grab, get the send to the mid. But that's where Cruisin's waiting. Cruisin sending this one over now to Metasator, who feeds it down low to Meatballer. Meatballer under the boot, under pressure from Anubis, looking for that pass, finds Cruisin, but Cruisin just a little bit off on that shot. It'll be picked up by Robbins and cleared through down low, bouncing now into the midfield zone where the first stack home is Instinct. It's Metasator with it now, under pressure from Anubis, looking for this send through, and does to Cruisin. Cruisin now maybe has a one-on-one with the goalie. No incoming stack, but he does manage to keep it away, get the reset back to XA. And XA will pass this one across back to Metasator. Metasator working it forward, sending it back to XA. XA just outside the bubble, fires this one high to Meatballer, and Meatballer. What an angle there. Coming down from basically right on top of the goal to put that one in for another 2.
Yep, second goal in a row there from that left ghost to ceiling pass. So I mean, they're doing good work. That square type offense is still, they're just waiting for these opportunities, but you know, without kind of messing up, it's their goal. And with snags like that, I mean, the momentum is definitely on the Instinct side this round.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Normally I'd be, encouraging a team to take a timeout or something, and maybe that's the strat here, or maybe with under 4 minutes to go, you just ride this one out and figure out, what to do next round. I don't know. We'll see. But Anubis is going to send this one up high to Robbins, who sends it low, looking for that pass, but it is just a little bit off. It's going to be picked up now by Cruisin. Cruisin working his way back into his own bubble before sending it through that far side tunnel. Where are the stacks? This is going to take a good bounce underneath the Pac-Man. It looks like it will be Cruisin there first. Good slap across over to Metasator, who's working his way, looking for the bounce, and oh, I don't know if that was through the hands or off the head, but either way, that will be another set of points here for Instinct.
Yeah, looked to be off the head a little bit. Yeah, just great maneuvering. It's kind of the invisible hand of playmaking in the background. It's really difficult from a spectator's point of view to kind of see, the chess match of rollouts when you're not in that kind of first point of view. And definitely noticing the Instinct defensive rollouts being super aggressive, 3 up, 1 back. So depending on kind of what they're rolling out on Overkill, maybe a change in offensive rollout can make a big difference here for this kind of offensive pressure that they're feeling.
Yeah, I think I think that's what they need as Instinct comes in for yet another 2. They are up 15-2. They've run away with this round. I mean, I don't even think round 3 is a question anymore. It's just a matter of what can Overkill do here and now to either get some momentum back or figure out what to do in round 3. But here comes Overkill. It'll be Anubis over to Ghostuck, and then right on back to Anubis, sending this one through high to Robbins. Robbins now at the mid, sends it back to Ghostuck. Ghostuck playing patient, sends it back to Anubis at the double diamonds, who feeds it forward to Robbins. Shot lane not open, so he's got to do some work to keep it away from Meatballer, buy some time before sending it back to Ghostuck. Ghostuck looking to send this one to Anubis. He's under some pressure here from Cruisin', and he will send this one over across. A couple bounces, but it does find its mark. It's Knife Rich sending this one forward now. It's going to be a race between Meatballer and Robbins, and Meatballer with the block to get the stun. He's going to win this disc and send it through, looking for Meatballer. Wait, that must have been... Dang it, Oculusator! It doesn't matter. It is going to be Robbins with it now, sending this one across. It'll take a bad bounce off of the cloud. It'll be picked up now by Ghostuck. Ghostuck wrapping around the post before looking to send it through. Bouncing low now into the hands of Anubis. Anubis working through the mid, looking for those options, waiting for teammates to get up the arena. Sends it to Ghostuck, now to Robbins. Robbins just outside the bubble, needs somebody, doesn't find it, so he'll look to send it all the way back to Knife Rich, but that's a bad bounce. Meatballer sending this one through. Where's this Instinct stack? There it is. XA holding on to it for just a little too long, but Instinct does keep the possession. It's Meatballer with it now. Meatballer on the shoulder, over to Cruisin', and Cruisin' finds the dunk for the 2.
They are doing a great job right now of not letting Overkill set up anywhere near the bubble. Overkill, I'm not sure, maybe trying to take some pace back, going with some slower plays here at the end of this round, but really just forcing them to kind of play that middle play longer and longer, which I think right now Instinct is definitely succeeding at. You know, before they were very quickly kind of moving it down the field, getting into that bubble, and then once they maintained that possession and scared the Instinct defense back into bubble, they were able to really capitalize. Great shot right there on for Robbins. You know, right at the seam of that of the pyramid, making a really tough save from any goalie.
You know what? That is exactly what Overkill needed, though. That will end us for the round, 5-17. But hitting a 3 like that in the final seconds of that round, I mean, I'm hoping it does wonders for the mental here, because I saw some panic from Overkill that I'm not really used to seeing. Did you notice it too?
Absolutely, especially in that and I'm sure whether it's mentals or just you know sometimes you just have those days where you can't get it cleared. But yeah, there were a couple times just errant clears, you know, some quick juking, some good momentum, and then you know a bad clear can really disorganize any kind of stack or anything that was pushing out and now has to come back for the disc they thought they were going to get. And so right now I think it's just a really good job by Instinct keeping Overkill out of their bubble that entire match, and then being able to kind of suppress their offensive rollouts. So I'm hoping to see in the next round here, Overkill really come out with some drive and some really good aggression, and penetrate through that midline and get them into the bubble where they're the best at. And I think that's going to be the difference. Really, is how many times we see Overkill get into that bubble, because they're definitely the stronger team in that bubble between the two today, for sure. But they're just unable to reach it that entire round.
Yeah, I think that's very, very accurate. I mean, they've had players in and around the bubble, but finding a way to get into the bubble open has been a struggle for Overkill this entire round. Meanwhile, I mean, Instinct found a way to make it work. We called it out several times. XA to Meatballer has proven to be a lethal combo there, but they've also had Cruisin' pushing in a little bit further than they did in that first round, so maybe they heard us and took that feedback to heart. But either way, I'm very excited to see what changes here in round 3, if anything at all, and how that impacts the overall outcome of the match.
Especially with the scores looking at what they do now, possession time at like 49-51%. So it's not like anyone's running away for it. It's right now it's just the ability to hold onto the disc long enough and then do something with it. And right now they're both touching the disc the same amount of time, but especially Instinct in that round was able to really capitalize on any mistake that they made, and also not turn over the disc very much. And I think that that momentum that they started with those first couple of points, I think it was like 0-6 or something like that. That they were able to just kind of get on the board and start running and having Overkill try to keep up instead of trying to push forward into. But we'll see this next round. I mean, it's just going to come down to what they think they can do, and if they're smart enough to what.
It's not you. I got nothing. It's not you. I promise. Somebody sent me really funny, and this is reminding me to turn on streamer mode.
But yeah, I think this has been a fantastic match so far.
It absolutely has. Did we have a timeout that I didn't catch? Oop. I totally did not catch that. Was it? I'm assuming it was Overkill, but what's going on? Offbeat. Who was it?
So we have a timeout taken by it was by Orange, so that would be Overkill.
Yep.
They called it right at round end.
Okay. Well, maybe that's why I didn't hear it. It just whatever. Anyway, yeah. All right. So a timeout from Overkill, which is super smart, right? I mean, you lose a round like that. You want to take that time to fully mental reset. We talked about it, right? They had a lot of panic going on, a lot of panicked passes that weren't nearly as clean or crisp as we're used to seeing from them. So they've got to take a second, to figure out what's going on and how to address that. But then also, since we have a timeout, and hey, do either of you want to take a guess at how many tickets the moderators have dealt with in 2 weeks?
Well, I think season 5 in the first week we had 1,000, and now there's a record number of teams still. No, am I wrong about that?
No. There was not 1,000 last season. There was 1,000 halfway through the season.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
That's, yeah, when we would, yeah. Okay, 500 tickets in the first 2 weeks, which it is what it is. I'm not here to go on a rant for now, but we're noticing
But I
a lot
am.
of those...
Welcome.
I know, that's why I brought you on. But no, I'm only bringing this up because knowing the rules is super, super important, and one of the things that teams get most confused about are timeout rules. So let's go over them. You get one timeout that you get to take while the game clock is running. This is called your team timeout. It is for 5 minutes. The only reason this timeout gets extended to 15 is if you are making a substitution for ping-related reasons. Other timeouts, you can take a timeout for free, basically, between rounds for up to 4 minutes. And that combined with the additional minute on the clock between rounds will be 5 minutes. But those are the only timeouts you get. I'm seeing way too many teams that think they get one every round, and that's not true. Let's not do that.
Psychaotic, what happens if the team I'm playing took a timeout and then tries to take another timeout? Should I immediately stop the entire game and then DM mods and then wait 45 minutes and then still wait for mods and then forfeit the game for no reason? Is that what I should do? What should I do in that circumstance?
Just unpause it. It is one of the most satisfying feelings in the world to unpause an illegal timeout. Trust me, until you've tried it, it is so good. But anyway, jokes aside, round 2 is underway, and this is going to be into the hands of Instinct, picked up by Metasator, sent on through this tunnel into the hands of XA now. XA looking up high for Cruz. Just kidding. Self-pass. Cross over to Meatballer. Meatballer got the one-on-one and wins it. The first 2 points of this round is going to go to Instinct.
Definitely not what Overkill wants. In every team I've ever, usually my motto for the joust is that jousts don't matter or jousts don't exist. Whatever, it happens. Headbutts can go each way. Let's just get to the the meat and potatoes of the match. So hopefully they just shake off those 2 points, and with a little bit of an error there, hopefully a cleanup, stack out. This could be a great opportunity.
It absolutely will be. Anubis now over to Ghost Duck, but the save from Meatballer! Whoa! Getting his hands there just in time to secure the save. The reset now back to him before he sends it through that far side tunnel. Where are the stacks? It's going to be Metasator there first. Meta feeding this one low to Cruisin', looking for somebody else, but bad pass off the boot will be picked up by Knife Rich and sent on through. That's bouncing high now up into the hands of Anubis. Anubis sending it to Robbins, and Robbins with the open lane. He don't miss those. That's going to be a 3 now for Overkill.
On the opposite side, that is exactly what Overkill wants to happen. especially the first time they've had a lead in, you know, how many minutes now? So, you know, at least 10, 12 minutes that they've had the lead. So, you know, hopefully they're feeling it. They're getting the morale back up. You know, kind of getting some heat in their blood and their veins, and coming out swinging, being really aggressive.
Absolutely. And speaking of aggressive, Instinct back in the bubble, but Anubis is right on cruising. Will force. So, no, not forcing the turnover. It's Metasator who also wins the battle with Ghost Duck. Pass over to Meatballer coming down from the ceiling. Maybe one more pass as Meta makes his way to the post, trying to get rid of this defense, and does. He's got the whole squad on him and still finds a way to get it into the back of the net.
Like I had a great view on the sideline there. You know, I've played this game for a long time, and I'm older, but like even the speed of those jukes, they're not rotation. He's facing the same direction. That is physical movement that he is doing extremely fast. There's a reason that Ak is so hard to grab, and it's not because of some kind of play space or anything else. He is very fast and very maneuverable, and he is not, you know, there's no in-game exploit that he's using. He is just very athletic in those situations.
Yep, absolutely. And maybe, no, not looking to do it again. At least not yet, as he sends this one back to Cruisin. Cruisin feeding this one to Metasator. He's back on the post, and we know you can't give him those lanes, but Anubis, learning from that last one, jumps him early, forces the turnover, and then gets back to it for the clear through. This is bouncing into the Instinct bubble. Where are the stacks? Look at this leech coming through. It's Ghost Duck there first, but the save and the steal. I don't know what that was, but Overkill gets the 2-pointer.
I mean, this is shaping up to be just like the first round. You know, thankfully, you know, we have round 3. Both teams really needing to come out and prove who is the better team. And right now it's just absolutely back and forth.
Yep, very back and forth. 6 minutes remaining still in round 3, and it is a 1-point differential. But Instinct has it now, and they're looking to, fix it. They're down by 1 right now. It's Cruisin', walking this one forward, down low to Metasator. Metasator looking for that pass to XA, and XA gets stuffed by Anubis once again, but it is not out just yet. Cruisin' with the grab, the send over to XA. XA will get stunned out by Knifrich. Now it's Meatballer's turn, and Meatballer, he will not be denied. Instinct goes up by 1.
Overkill really liking to hover around that goal, making it really difficult for anyone to kind of jump, you know, from the edge of bubble at goalie without getting stunned. They're very good at that. So, you know, Instinct is doing a great job right now of kind of throwing that off whack or pulling a player out, and then able to, you know, make a shot, penetrate that goalie very quickly and efficiently. And again, we just need to see that Overkill offense be able to get to that bubble to really turn this one around.
Yep, absolutely. But here comes Cruisin' once again for the side of Instinct. He's looking for this lane. No, he's gonna do it himself. I thought for sure as he was working his way around Boot, he was looking for the cut, but pressure from the goalie means that's open.
Yeah, both sides, both goalies really aggressive on their pass dives, and I think it's not turned out well for either side as of yet.
Yep, not just yet, but Overkill could really use a score here. It's going to be Ghost Duck sending this one through to Robbins in the mid. Robbins under all of the pressure from the I'm going to call them the ME stack. It's Metasator and Meatballer together. Metasator getting this feed up to XA on the ceiling. XA now looking down low, cross over to Meatballer in the trench. Meatballer being slow, being patient, sends it across over to Cruisin'. Quick reset back to XA. XA at the station feeds it right on back to him, though. As he's under some pressure, he'll look back for XA, but that is the bad pass that Overkill was waiting for. Knifrich, quick to get on that and clear it through, but the speed that Instinct just got stacked up at, but they misread it. This could be a chance for Overkill. No! XA there first, but the clear not going to go through just yet. It requires a little help from Meatballer. This one's going to go all the way through into the Overkill zone, bouncing off the backboard into the hands of XA, and another 3 here for Instinct.
That was a big turn, you know, especially after the mistake that they were able to create on that offense. clear it out. They overstacked over, and then so did Instinct, but we're still unable to get that back. So that is a huge swing for Instinct in that moment for this round.
Well, we got a lot going on in chat that I totally missed, and I feel really, really bad. Thank you for the gifted sub from Viridis Media, and then the gifted sub from Spades VR. Hype Train is close, so thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. It is always appreciated, and how dare you, Spades, outing that I wasn't subbed? Gifted a sub to me. Thanks, man. All right, there's a game going on as Meatballer sends this one through high mid. This is looking good for Instinct. 3 on none, and Cruisin takes his sweet time to put that one in.
Yeah, that's not gonna feel good if you are Overkill for sure. Now down by 8, with less than 3 minutes. I mean, this is gonna be a tough one. They're really gonna need to kind of put the brick on the gas pedal and just let it run.
Yep, for sure.
Teams have cleared the
2 minutes remaining. I mean, this is not looking ideal here for Overkill. They need some quick scores. Knife Rich sending this one through to Robbins. Robbins getting the cross down low to Ghost Duck, doing some moves on the boot, sends it back to Anubis, who's under some pressure, gets through XA, feeds it over cross to Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck on the post. That's what they were looking for. Another 2 points here for Overkill, and it gets them to within 6.
12,
That's some fancy moves, but they are quickly running out of time here.
8, 7, 6.
Yeah, I mean, the time is going to be the enemy here, and they really need to keep an eye on the clock, because they quickly could get to needs to be a 3 territory, as another sub comes in from Wiggles Dash. Wiggles, you are the best. I love you. But we got a game going on. I gotta focus. I have the attention span of a ferret. As this is going to be a save
What a
from
save.
Anubis. Meatballer coming from the nest, trying to send that one in, but no good. This bounce could be, gonna be a little bit high. Picked up by Knife Rich, under some pressure from XA. He's gonna lose it. This is bouncing high now into the hands of Ghost Duck. Ghost Duck over to Anubis, who gets the quick 2. 1 minute left, and Overkill
7
is
meter.
down by 4.
That could have easily, very closely been a 3 and put them within 1 point of tying it up. Unfortunately, at 7 meter 2, death of many teams, but they have less than 1 minute and they must score at least 2 goals. I am no Sir Dimwee, but the math is going to be very tight there.
The math is going to be very, very tight, and that is the quick turnover that they needed. Someone's got to get there right now. Where are the stacks? Cruising there first, looking to send this one through, but that's going to bounce. Now up high into the hands of Ghost Duck, who takes it to the ceiling. They need points. Pass over to Anubis, driving in the one-on-one. He will get it done. Overkill within 2, and they're going to have about 10 seconds to do it.
Yep, this is going to be the deal breaker. If Instinct can play something smart, it's going to come down to the execution of these rollouts.
Absolutely, and we've seen solid rollouts from both sides. Cruisin' now taking no chances, gets this pass quickly to Metasator. Metasator looking to feed it through. That's going to take some bad bounces. Where's the stack? The turnover, and it looks like no. Knife Rich not able to get rid of it in time, and that will finish off this match. Instinct taking it with the reverse sweep. Final round, 13-11. We do have another game to get to, like, really fast. So, any final comments?
I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna use my comment, the same one I started with. It was a great game.
Yep, it was a fantastic game. I wish we could sit and talk about it a little bit more, but we really quickly need to get over to Entropic Force versus Breakfast Enjoyers. They've been patient for us, so stick around. We'll be right back. everybody. I hope you didn't go anywhere off of that really exciting match between Overkill and Instinct, because we've got another one coming at you right here, right now. I'm pretty sure I'm still Psychaotic, and I'm like 94.6% sure that that's still PHAEN0M next to me in the booth and that Offbeat's still on the cams, but we'll figure it out later. Anyway, we got a super cool matchup here tonight in Tropic Forest and Breakfast Enjoyers. PHAEN0M, how you feeling about this one?
I mean, I think I'm more excited about this one than I was about the last one. I don't know why, but I just am.
That's fair. Yeah. That is very fair. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces here on the side of Entropic Force and some new faces on the side of Breakfast Enjoyers. I'm super excited to see what they've got. You know, we were getting out of that last cast really fast and getting into this next one. It was a little chaotic. So if I miss any subs that contributed to that hype train that I saw, I apologize, but you guys are the bomb. The support for the channel is always super, super appreciated. We should be getting going here soon. In this matchup, I do believe, yes, Offbeat has just pinged the teams that we are ready to get started. Let's see, looking at these rosters, looks like Wolf, Snek, Kensugi K, and Envium here on the side of Entropic Force, and then Alex DeGoat, Tiny Mailman, Grim Phoenix, and Mario DeGoat. There's a lot of goats on this team. You guys, like, greatest of all time implies there's only one, so I guess they're fighting for the title here for us tonight.
I mean, they are breakfast enjoyers. What kind of breakfast do you believe they enjoy?
I feel like you can't go wrong with waffles.
Your own waffles. All right.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. First round underway. This headbutt actually going to go to Breakfast Enjoyers, as this is now bouncing up high into the hands of Entropic Force. The clear is good. Taking some bounces into the popcorn area where it will be recovered by Mario. Mario now sending this one through the tunnel, bouncing high, then bouncing low. Snek overshoots this one just a bit, and it gives Phoenix just enough time to get there. Phoenix taking this one to the back line under pressure from that stack, sends it on through a little bit too far in front of Mario, will force the turnover here for Snek. The stack is together for Entropic Force. Looks like Snek's going to be there first. A good slap from him, and that will get this round started off right for Entropic Force with a 2.
12, 11, 10, 9,
As Virtus Media saying, I helped EF warm up. I'm like basically a celebrity now. I don't know if that's how that works, but I hope you warmed them up good. I mean, they're starting off right, so maybe. I don't know. Here we go. Breakfast Enjoyers with this joust advantage. It's going to be fed on through to Grim Phoenix. Quick pass up to Mario, who's going to have a one-on-one with Wolf, but oh no, a little off. Hits the rim, and gonna bounce into the hands of Alex DeGoat now. Alex to Grim Phoenix. Grim Phoenix a little high once again. Now into the hands of Tiny Mailman with an interception from Snek. Snek now working this one forward, sends it through the stacks together for Entropic Force. It's Envium and Kensugi K, and Kensugi K, she gets the job done. Another 2 here for Entropic Force.
12, 11, 10.
PHAEN0M, did you die or you just don't have comments? I'm cool with it either way.
No, sorry.
I was just making sure you're here. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I just want to make sure I wasn't dying. Okay, here we go. It is now another joust advantage here for Breakfast Enjoyers. It's going to be Tiny Mailman sending this one through the close side tunnel, bouncing around into the popcorn area, but the speed from that stack from Entropic Force is so good. They're there first to send it back into the breakfast bubble, where it's Snek once again getting another 2 for Entropic Force. I mean, quick look at the stats here. Snek has 4 out of the 6 points for Entropic Force and 1 of the assists, which means he's been involved in every goal that has been scored so far. So good on him. But now Breakfast Enjoyers still looking for their first set of points. It is going to be Tiny Mailman with it, sending it forward to Grim Phoenix. Grim Phoenix working their way up now, keeping an eye out for that incoming stack pressure. Looks to send this one back, but a little miscommunication. That's actually a self-clear bouncing to the nose into the hands of Snek, and Snek working this one through. Goal not open, but he'll make his way in by himself regardless. Off the post, taking advantage of that goalie stun that came through. I'm not sure who it was, but good stun. Anyway, Entropic Force now up by 8.
Yeah, noticing now that the Breakfast Enjoyers are also enjoyers of the permagoal strategy. That is a bold strategy, Cotton, and I'm not sure how that is going to work out long term. So, Breakfast Enjoyers, if you are watching this back, which I hope you are, maybe reconsider the permagoalie, as our own cameraman, Offbeat, has made a fantastic documentary of the life of the permagoalie. If you were interested,
That is.
Orange catches the enemy.
Sneck was also right, like it.
Blue catches the
So
enemy
Sneck,
pass. Blue clears it.
current points leader, has made a fantastic documentary of the Nat Geo style of the permagoalie. So definitely give that a watch if you haven't seen it. It is hilarious.
It is. I cannot recommend it more. It's one of my favorite pieces of Echo Arena content ever.
Orange picks
And
up
Marcus
the
in chat, also part of that. So thank you,
Mr. Marcus.
Mr. Marcus, who I do believe is the captain of the Entropic Fourth's young adult team. I think that's what it stands for. But oh my goodness, Sneck! Little bit off on that slap, hits the rim, but that's okay. He is there to get back to it, securing the pass from Wolf to put that one in for the slam dunk. And yes, that is the name of their team there in chat. But if I say that, it'll get clipped, so I will not.
I think it's pronounced Ifye.
Oh yeah,
if I'm not wrong.
Ifye. Shout out to Ifye. Also known as KK's Gremlin team. You are 100% correct. But anyway, this is going to be sent through here for the Breakfast Enjoyers. Picked up by Wolf, who looks to get rid of it, but it's not out just yet. Grim Phoenix picking this one up in the popcorn area, sending this one low. Oh no, looking for Mario, but just a little bit off, and that'll be a turnover here. NVM with it, sending it through high. The stack was together for Entropic Force. They have broken apart. They get the stun. It is, going to be Breakfast Enjoyers. They're first slapping it out of the bubble, but not cleared just yet. Picked up by Sneck, who works his way through on the wall, gets a good pass to Wolf, but an even better save from Alex to GOAT. I mean, really getting some points here in the battle for that GOAT title tonight is Alex, but it is not out just yet. Entropic Force gonna look to do it again as Sneck sends that one in from the shoulder, not gonna be in, but NVM is there for the pickup to secure another 2.
That is the unfortunate numbers advantage of the permagoalie strategy, is that when you are trying to push up on offense, you are playing normally 4v3 because of the goalie that you're facing. But with that permagoalie staying back, unfortunately, it's going to be 3v3, and it's going to be much harder to find that open pass or that open lane when you basically have all of your offense covered all of the time.
Yep. I mean, yeah, that is spot on, and even with the goalie, NVM managing to find that 3-pointer here, and Entropic Force, with still plenty of time left on the clock, is looking at that magic M word if they keep up this pace.
Is it Mary?
It's actually mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
They're looking for mayonnaise if they keep up this pace.
I hate when my team gets mayonnaised.
Okay, moving on from that, it's going to be Wolf looking to send that one through, but bouncing off the lip of tunnel instead, picked up now by NVM. NV now looking to send this one through the mid, and it does, but the stack is already together here for Breakfast Enjoyers. Oh no, they overshoot this one just a bit, picked up by KK. KK sending this one over across, taking a bad bounce off the Geo, back into the hands of Sneck. What a slap forward to Wolf, and what a pass to Kintsugi K, but no, just a little bit off. However, Entropic Force still has the possession, feed down low to KK, but she's gonna get shut down once again, and a little bit of a cluster something going on underneath the goal, but eventually someone finds some points.
11, 10,
Yes, Offbeat that.
Cluster truck. You're right. Fun fact, Wolf, and shout out to Darth Citrus out there in the chat. Both of them was it not Sunshine, Snowflake Cup champions. So if you're looking for some fun in the winter times, Echo Games usually runs their Snowflake Cup, which Wolf and his buddy Darth Citrus went out and won, I think a year or two ago.
Yeah, but Matt Miko was the MVP.
He was. Matt Miko is not in this game, however.
I know. I'm joking. But, oh my goodness, as we're goofing off here, Entropic Force is 1 point away from the mayonnaise. It's going to be picked up now by Alex to GOAT. Alex looking to send this one through, but Envy is on it, forcing that turnover that Sneck gets back to in the midfield. Sneck now doing a move, sending it forward to Envy. Envy a good cross over to Wolf. Wolf just outside the bubble, eyeing up this cross over to Envy, but oh no, it is just a little too far in front of him. Bouncing up high now, it's going to be a fight. Looks like Wolf will be there first after getting that stun. Well, if the stack can coordinate. All right, there you go. Picked up now by Snek. Snek sending this one to Kintsugi K. Kintsugi now sending this one low, looking for Wolf, but that bounce is just a little bit off. It looks like it will be picked up, slapped away by Grim Phoenix just for a moment there, as Snek is there first once again. Snek now looking for an interesting bounce pass, but hey, if it works, as it's picked up by Kintsugi K. KK sending this one forward, looking for Wolf. Bad bounce into the hands of Mario DeGoat, who, no, not quite going to find the clear just yet. Bouncing around in the trap area. He'll get back to it, though, and this time he will secure the clear, the pass to Grim Phoenix. Grim Phoenix looking to send this one in toward the bubble. Breakfast Enjoyers may have an opportunity here if they can stop the clear. No! Entropic Force will send this one through. 50 seconds remaining. And Entropic Force looking for that mayonnaise, and Breakfast Enjoyers looking to just hold on as Mario DeGoat sends this one forward, bouncing off of the bow tie back toward the wall. Who's going to be there first? It's NVM with the slap, but the pickup from Grim Phoenix. Grim Phoenix now sending this one through the tunnel, picked up by Sinek, who uses his own teammate to pivot. Great work there, but Alex DeGoat is there on the back line to keep that one out of the bubble and send it back through the tunnel, where it's picked up once again by Snack. 20 seconds remaining. This one bouncing off the wall now, down low. Looks like, yes, into the hands of Wolf. Wolf under some pressure gets this pass off to Snack. Snack, one more pass to Wolf, and there we go. That pass, that shot will end the round 21-0 in favor of Entropic Force.
Neon in chat, obviously member of Entropic Force, saying the second round would definitely looking different. You know it's your team, right, Neon? So I imagine you'd want that round to look the same. Just, you know, what we call in the industry a full mayonnaise.
I hate this. I want off this bus. Okay.
I've heard mayo goes very poorly with breakfast.
That's true. I don't think there is a single breakfast food out there that goes well with mayonnaise.
Is it, like, I mean, isn't like hollandaise sauce kind of a mayonnaise?
Hollandaise is gross. No one who enjoys it actually enjoys it.
Offbeat saying that nobody who claims to enjoy hollandaise actually enjoys it.
Oh, they can hear me. I have thoughts, and when I have thoughts, they will hear me.
Oh, good. Okay, well, sometimes when Newton's on cams, he'll like make these comments and make me crack up, and then I just look insane on stream because no one can hear him. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
We're just commenting. What about a BLT? Wouldn't there be an M in the BLT though? Yeah. I mean, I guess anything you have for breakfast is breakfast.
I mean, unless the B in BLT stands for breakfast.
Breakfast, lunch, and tomatoes.
Yep, that's it. All right, enough goobering around. This is round 2, and the first touch, once again, going to go to the Breakfast Enjoyers, but first possession goes to Entropic Force as Kintsugi K sends this one all the way through. Good flat bounce right into the hands of, oh no. You hate to see it, but it does in fact happen, and the first 2 points will go to Entropic Force.
Another gifted sub by Spades VR. Thank you very much to ABC Chew.
Another one too. I mean, Spades, you're on it tonight. Thank you so much. But yes, Spades doing the work in the chat, and Breakfast Enjoyers doing the work on the Joust Advantage. However, this is a turnover, and Sinek, I mean, what an angle there. That was something else, securing that top pocket shot for the 3.
Gilligan yelling, "I will not be outdone," as he gifts 10 subs. I mean, I don't want to say you have an anger management problem, but I mean, I'll thank you instead of doing that.
I mean, that is a lot. Thank you so much to Virtus Media, who is, I do believe, still a sponsor of VRML. I'm not 100% sure. They were at one point, so thank you for all of the support, both now and then. And speaking of, oh my goodness, Grim Phoenix getting that, picking up that clear from that support player in the back line, and they're going to secure that one for a 2.
Their first points in the match so far. I mean, obviously they're only 3 back. Maybe, after that, the mayonnaising, they've got their gears unjammed, and we'll see some progress in the future here.
Listen, the most important part about a mayonnaise is not the mayonnaise itself, it's how you learn from the mayonnaise. Like, what do you get out of it and improve on in the future? And I'm hoping that's what we're seeing right now from the breakfast enjoyers, or maybe I'm just casters cursing it, as Envium sends it over to Snek, and Snek gets the quick 2.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Yeah, great work here from Tropic Force. Neon saying, I never want to hear mayonnaise again. Honestly, that's very accurate. But here we go. It is going to be picked up now by Tiny Mailman. Tiny sending this one over to Mario, who feeds this one through, but I think a little miscommunication with that far side pass as that bounces into the hands of Wolf. The stack was so close to it, but Wolf does manage to get it out, but not through, as Mario sends this one up high, I think looking for Tiny, but Tiny not looking for the disc. It's going to be sent through to the mid where, oh my, what a leech there from Tiny Mailman to get there first. A quick slap out is intercepted by Wolf, who sends it back to Envium. Envy now looking for that cross over to Kintsugi K. Kintsugi K feeding this one over to Wolf. Wolf taking it to the back wall, maybe looking to do it himself, but Alex says, not in my house. What a save there. The send through to Mario is good. Mario looking for this forward send, but that's not quite going to be on. Bouncing off the backboard now over to the far side where it is recovered by Snek. Snek not able to find this clear, under some pressure there from the breakfast enjoyers, but does get back to it though. Maybe going to take another crack at this, waiting for that stack to get together, taking it all the way back to his own bubble before sending it through the high mid. Bouncing low now just outside of the breakfast bubble, but Alex is there to pick this one up, but not quite clear it out just yet. It's going to be recovered by Grim Phoenix, and Grim Phoenix looking for this clear once again, not quite going to go through. Recovered by Envium underneath the boot. An opportunity here for Entropic Force as Kintsugi K, oh no, off the rim, bouncing out of the bubble where it'll be picked up by Envium. Envy now feeding this one to Wolf, and Wolf not able to get that one in either. It's Snek with it now, doing some moves, doing some jukes, and finally, there we go, Entropic Force finds some points.
Tropic Force doing some good work there. You know, as long as they don't make any serious mistakes, I think they just got to keep that calm kind of pace forwards. You kind of saw at the end of the last round, they got a little frantic. They wanted that mayonnaise, and they kind of fell off the beat a little bit. So I think we just need to see him catch that same flow and just keep running as well as they can. Whereas on Breakfast Enjoyers, I mean, they are definitely working on an uphill battle here.
Would you say they're a little offbeat? Nah. Okay. Anyway, that's gonna bounce.
I don't get it.
Offbeat gave me a pity laugh in the background. I appreciate it. Okay, it is going to be Snek picking this one up for Tropic Force. The pass down low to Kintsugi K is good, but Mario is better. What a save, excuse me, what a steal there. Gets it to the mid, but not out just yet. Snek is there first to steal it away. Snek looking to send this one over to Wolf. Wolf now with it. One more pass to Envium on the backboard, and there we go. Another set of points here for Entropic Force.
12, 11.
Yep, just looking at the stats here, Snek with 15 points. So he is definitely, making moves. He is the one hammering those nails into that coffin.
Yep. I mean, he is killing it. Absolutely killing it. But here comes Breakfast Enjoyers. Grim Phoenix sending this one low to Mario. Mario with an open goal, but just a little bit off on that shot. Bouncing into the hands of Snek, but oh no, he loses the hand on it. And that slap out is not going to be good. It's Grim Phoenix there first. Grim now doing some work on the boot, looking to get through these players, taking the 1v4, and will pay for it as Envium forces the turnover and gets the clear on through the tunnel. It's going to be read by Snek. Snek under some pressure, looks for that shot, a little bit off as that bounces off the back wall. Now into the hands of Kintsugi K. She's under some pressure though, so she'll send it back to Envium. Envium up high now at that sky trench, looks for that pass over to Wolf and finds it, but pocket picked by Mario and then intercepted by KK. Kintsugi K gonna walk this one forward, sending it to Snek. Snek looking for the shot, but that's just a little bit off. However, just a complicated self-pass, completely calculated. Trust me, he'll send this one to Wolf, and Wolf on the back wall will get the 2 for Entropic Force.
Yeah, that back wall's been really deadly for Entropic Force. Most of their points coming from, behind the goal. It makes it really difficult for the Breakfast Enjoyers to kind of stop that momentum, getting, baited out a little bit by the passing, getting a little bit out of bubble, and then just hitting, that 1v1 from, the deadliest spot in Echo.
Yep, completely accurate there. And oh, chat singing the praises of Sneck. I guess he heard y'all, because that is another 3 for Entropic Force from Sneck. And Entropic Force up by 14, so not quite on the same pace for a mayonnaise, but within reach of the mayo.
I feel obliged to step in here and chime in. For those of you who were watching on Veritas Media last week, Entropic Force was taking on the team, that other team they play against, without promoting.
why it was Jax?
Yeah, that's the one. But anyways, Sneck was off his game that whole day, and we relentlessly made fun of him. And so I feel like it's just about due that we kind of say, okay, Sneck, you're redeemed. You're back to 50-50. We're excited to see what comes next, which way the balance of power will go next time.
Yep, I think, yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate. You know what? Everybody has the off days, but Sneck proving that he is not off today. I mean, he is on it. And Entropic Force now up 18-2. So great work here from Entropic Force. They've got 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. It's going to be Mario picking this one up this time, doing some work before sending it through low. Nobody in the area. That's an easy pickup here for Wolf. Wolf going to send it up to Kensugi K at the mid. Kensugi K feeding this one high, but Alex is home to pick this one up, but not quite cleared out just yet as this bounces into the hands of Grim Phoenix. Grim Phoenix now working this one low, sending it on through. Where are the stacks? That's looking good, taking a good bounce into bubble, but Envyum is home first. Envy stacked with Snack, looks to send this one through high, but Tiny Mailman with the reads under all of the pressure will lose that one as Wolf picks it up and sends it on through. This is looking good if they can read it, but Alex, I mean, you know what? Permagoalie does not quite work well a lot, but Alex is killing it with those backfield pickups as Grim Phoenix sends this one all the way through, maybe looking for that ceiling shot. Won't go in, but maybe creates an opportunity as Grim Phoenix has it, headbutts it away, or at least attempts to. Kensugi K gets a hand on it, but not quite the clear just yet. It'll be recovered by Sneck at the trap area. Sneck feeding this one through, looking for, I think, Kensugi K. She will not get there first. It's going to be Tiny Mailman there instead for the side of Breakfast Enjoyers. And was that an attempted Joker in their own bubble? I'm not sure, but either way, Envyum with the interception and the Dusty on Mailman coming down from the shoulder. One more cut to Kensugi K, and they will get a 2.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have much time for a full mayonnaise here. They'll have to settle for a half mayonnaise, but a great work from Entropic Force and Sneck carrying his whole team to victory.
Yep, I think that is, yeah. But anyway, I wish we had time for more post-game analysis, but we are running short on that this evening. We are already late to Zen versus Every Key. I'm not sure if they're going yet or not, so I'm going to waste no more time. We will see you in just a few minutes there. I have Sparkling. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We have one final game for you this evening, and we may be running a little late, but thankfully these teams were able to wait for us to get here, so we have missed none of the action, which is real nice. Who are these teams? Well, they are Everykey.net, who last season was Disorient, former Master, and then Zen, who has been Zen for a couple seasons now. You may also know them as High Voltage. They have been in and around the High Diamond Master area as well, so this is bound to be a stellar matchup. Offbeat is still on the cams doing the whole thing, and PHAEN0M is with me in the booth. PHAEN0M, I mean, you've been around for a while too. You know these players. How are you feeling?
I mean, this is definitely reconnaissance for me because, 11th place and 13th place, that is sandwiching my team, in fact. So, both of these teams are my direct neighbors, and definitely, competition in the future. So I have played with all of these players, against these teams. I definitely do not think we are going to see a mayonnaise in any of these rounds. So I am very excited to see these two teams play. They play very differently. They, their mentals are different. Their play styles are different. It's just going to be a fantastic show of what Echo's best has to offer.
It absolutely is, and you know what? After tonight, I don't think I ever want to hear the word mayonnaise again. But it has been fun. But I do, I agree. We're definitely not going to see a mayonnaise here. We are going to see some excellent Echo Arena play from these players. I mean, Everykey have been, been together for a minute now. At least I know Techno Wubs and Draco Mako have been.
Right.
I think not Richard as well. iFoxy, it was a recent roster pickup and a very solid pickup at that, quickly making him a name for himself on this team. And then on the side of Zen, these players have been together for a long time here, going all the way back to almost season 3. Heck, I think picked up
Jay Frenzel.
Kind of. Yeah, Jay Franzel has been picked up within like the last week, I think. So solid pickup there, saying, hey, let's just get the league sub for ourselves, and there we go. Now
Definitely,
we're here.
like 3 friends and a newcomer on both teams. Normally we would see Lols on the side of Zen. He's gone right now, so using Jay Franzel, and then Not Richard, Techno, and Draco, well versed with each other, using their recent pickup iFoxy. So we'll see, if either one of those teams are affected by that, potential lack of chemistry.
Yep, we shall see, and we will see right here, right now, as the teams are readied up. Disc is in the middle, Snacks are in the tunnels, and away we go. The first touch very solidly going to Zen. First possession as well. Fire Ninja having more than enough time to grab it before sending it over to Heck. Heck with the quick feed over to Jay Franzel, looking for one more pass to isolate, and even with the defender on his toes, he will get the first 2 here for Zen.
12, 11.
I mean, it's hard not to shake that momentum of that joust, but it definitely feels good when you're the team that scores first.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the battle for those first points is one of the most important battles in the game. So Zen starting off here right, but maybe an opportunity. No, isolate there on the back line to pick that one up. But Draco Mako also on the back line, ready to send it right on back. And Isolate and Draco Mako just playing catch with each other right now as Isolate holds onto it for just a little too long. Technowubs and iFoxy together looking for it, but that stack for Zen so fast. We'll get there first. Draco Mako now with the interception. This is iFoxy with a beautiful slap over to Technowubs. The no look right before getting stunned, and Technowubs will secure those points, though I do believe, and the game says isolate, so either through the hands or off the head, but either way, it works.
Definitely. I mean, Technowubs, very dangerous striker inside that bubble. You definitely don't want to get it into his hands anywhere near the goal. So, it's just going to be, this kind of, especially at this high diamond level, it is all about unforced errors. Anytime you see a team that is just making, bad clears or bad passes, I mean, it is very hard to keep up at this level when you're making that kind of mistakes, when you're watching these players move this fast around the arena.
Yep. I mean, absolutely. Those unforced errors, and then also the forced errors, right? When you have that high stack pressure that we're seeing from both of these teams, those crucial turnovers are also what decides the game. It's really just a matter of who executes more consistently. And so far, both of these teams have been stellar. I'm seeing some awesome stack work from both of them. But every key now in the Zen bubble, maybe looking for some points to get the lead. It's iFoxy on Nest under some pressure from Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel will win this one, sending it all the way through almost the full court, going off the rim from the backboard, but Fire Ninja is there to pick it up, and that is what your teammates are there for. That will be another 2 here for Zen.
Jay Franzel, a fantastic player, really good reflexes, really dangerous in bubble. On the opposite side, his hand speed and ability to kind of like snag discs is really up there as far as players go.
Yep, for sure. But now, every key looking to answer back as Draco Mako finds a beautiful pass to Technowubs. Will not have the one-on-one as the stack for Zen gets home, but he will reset to Not Richard. Great stuns going on from Draco Mako to keep that stack out and open up that lane to iFoxy. Now to Technowubs, and Technowubs doing some moves on the rim to get that one in. We are tied up at 4.
Yeah, that was a crucial stun from Draco there. That stack knew what it needed to do, and it was pushing out. And then, kind of all of a sudden, it ended all at once, and that moment was able to push into bubble, get into Techno's hands, and get it in the goal.
Yep. I mean, just great work, great execution here from both of these teams as that bounces off the backboard into the hands of Fire Ninja, but not Richard with the reads. Will not let that one go in. Gets a good pass over to iFoxy, who feeds it forward for that every key stack, but Isolate is on it to break it apart for just a moment. Technowub still there in the end, but Heck with the read. Heck up at that ceiling trench, loses it to Draco Mako, who looks for the clear, but that's going to bounce wildly back into his own hands, so totally calculated. He'll feed this one forward now into the hands of iFoxy, and what a move on the back line, but not going to be able to get that one in just yet. It's Jay Franzel now sending this one through. Look at the speed of this stack from Zen. It's Heck, but goalie is home. Draco Mako with the save will now send this one through that close side tunnel, bouncing above the Pac-Man into the hands of Fire Ninja, stolen by Draco, who's going to fling this one across, looking for Technowubs. It is just a little bit off, and no, he's there first anyway. He gets there, gets the send to Draco Mako, who does a double reset back to iFoxy at the double diamonds. And iFoxy playing real patient right now, moving his way up to the cloud. No pressure just yet. And we'll keep pushing, drawing out that pressure from Fire Ninja before sending it across to Not Richard. Not Richard to Technowubs, and Technowubs, taking on the goalie and loses. That's going to be saved by Zen and sent on through, but the speed of that stack from every key manages to keep it away from being a breakaway and forces another turnover as Not Richard sends this one into the Zen bubble. Who's home first? It's Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja now looking for this clear on through, but it is intercepted by iFoxy, who's had some killer reads on the back line. He'll send this one down low across over to Draco Mako. Draco Mako up high now to Technowubs at the ceiling. He will not get through Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel now looking to send this one through. The clear is good through the tunnel. Where are the stacks? It's not Richard and iFoxy home first. They'll get this pickup in their own bubble. I mean, we have gone, I think, 3 minutes now without a goal. This is incredible, and I'm almost out of breath. Draco Mako now sending this one to Technowubs, and thank you for putting me out of my misery. That'll be a 2-pointer here for every key.
Yeah, I mean, second stop for Jay Frenzel on the force of Technowubs. Unfortunately, just not able to get there. And like you said a couple times, the speed of the stacking from every key is really what's kind of keeping them in the game after those loss of possessions.
Yep. Absolutely. But Zen looking for that answer, but they will not find it there as Technowubs breaks up that play. Not Richard now sending it back through, but look at the read from that stack. They're together fast. Jay Franzel looking for the shot. That's going to go off the shield, but he does win back the possession, taking this one to the floor before sending it to Fire Ninja. And Fire Ninja driving in will secure the 2 for Zen. We are tied up once again, 6-6.
Yep. I mean, Zen is not having to work super hard for those offensive points. On the opposite side, every key really, you know, with more possession time, but you know, a lot more attempts at the 6 points that they have than Zen does right now. So even though it looks like the possession is a little dominated, the scoreboard is definitely showing a different picture.
Yep, for sure. And oh, what a turnover there from Not Richard. Gets it to Technowubs, who gets it to iFoxy. The quick slap will go in for another 2 points here from every key.
I mean, there's not many shots that are harder to save than a no-look slap into a pocket.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm having some technical difficulties, so we're going to test your play-by-play for a moment.
Oh, jeez. Which is, you know, it's fantastic. So let's get you know, Foxy has a disc, throws the disc. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. Jay Franzel picking it up on the defense. Kind of looking for a stack to form. Just going to opt to clear it downfield. Look, a little bit of a ricochet stack race downfield. Fire Ninja picking it up, trying to ship it off. A great jump from Isolate there. Pulled out the goalie. Was able to pick up that quick too. 8-8.
Yeah, time's been moving quick here. It's only 2 minutes left. Psycho, you back with us?
I am back. I really appreciate how fast you were willing to jump in there, dude. That was clutch. But yeah, I am back here now, and we are tied up 8-8. 2 minutes remaining here in round 1. It is Draco Mako picking this one up, stopping at the bow tie, trying to fake out that stack, but they are not biting. Finally forced to send this one through, and it will be a turnover as Isolate picks this one up and now sends it through the close side tunnel. Picked up by Heck. Heck doesn't have lane, but he does have Isolate, but not Richard with the hands once again. Not cleared out just yet, though, as Jay Franzel sends this one over to Fire Ninja, who's got the whole team on him. They will force the turnover, sending this one through now into the Zen zone. Can iFoxy be there first? Yes, he is. Gets the block on those Zen defenders, but not Richard. Loses a hand on it for just a moment. Does get back to it. Pass over to iFoxy, and iFoxy makes quick work of that one and gets every key up 10-8.
I mean, the back and forth is crazy, and I think it's going to come down to just timing here. Whoever's going to be able to keep that score higher at the very end. And I know I just described exactly how winning works in the game of Echo, but I mean, that is how close this game is going to be. It is going to be whoever seals the deal right at the right time. But with that kind of steal, that is going to be a pretty big swing. If this is a great save. Oh my god, that was so important for Zen.
Yep, super important from Zen as they are down by 2 with 30 seconds remaining. They need to force a turnover very quickly, and they have to hold every key right here, right now, as that pass goes up to Technowubs. They're just playing the possession game, which is super smart. The quick stack, looking to force this turnover, but they have not yet, as Not Richard has this, sends it over to Technowubs. The quick pass over to Draco Mako, and that will seal the round here for every key, 12-8.
I'm not sure who that was, Foxy, or I think maybe a Foxy, but somebody, that stack went a little farther past that initial reset, and on the way back, the stack got stunned out, and that was able to prevent the stoppage of that last goal. Not that it really mattered in the long term of things, because Zen would have had very little time to turn that around and get it downfield. They've been having a little bit of issue just trying to get all 4 players into the bubble. Most of their points, most of their 8 points have come on either open goals or one-on-ones. They haven't really had any setup time. So I'm not sure if it's their ability when they get the disc, they're not able to pass it around and get set up. They're just opting to clear it and boost down and try to make something of it each time. So maybe, as far as Zen goes, where, when they get those turnarounds, to try to slow it down a little bit, pass it a little bit more. But then on the other side, we have every key with these very aggressive stacks. So it's going to be very hard, for Zen either way. But, coming into the second round with a match that close, it could absolutely go either way.
Yeah, I mean, those stacks from every key are not just aggressive. I mean, the speed at which they are getting together has really shut down a lot of the clear and boost here from Zen. And I think they recognize that mid round and shifted to a more controlled play style. But my mind is blown at how fast these players are able to get together, because it's not like they're playing super tight. They have some awesome positioning. They've got those passes. They're working it around the arena, but they are on it with the chemistry right now, getting together to secure all of the loose clears from Zen. But let's see, as we go into round 2, every key took round 1, so Zen needs to win it here if they want a round 3. That first possession, does go to Fire Ninja, gets the slap up to Isolate, and Zen wasting no time getting the 3-pointer on the board.
I mean, that's how even the stats showed it. I'm not sure if you saw that or not on the stats board, but attempts were at 50%. Both teams taking the same amount of shots, but 36% of the possession time on Team Zen. So, I mean, it is coming down to just that.
Yep. It definitely is. But now every key looking to answer back, but Jay Franzel has some great defense on Not Richard. Not Richard does manage to recover to keep it away from him, but it is enough time for Zen to get back to it. That pass back to Jay Franzel is good. Under some pressure here, feeds it through to Heck. Heck now looking for that low cross to Fire Ninja, but he was not out of his stun just yet. That means Draco Mako's there first, but Heck gets to that and will not get the 3 just yet. It's a complicated self-pass that he'll now send over looking for Fire Ninja, but Not Richard returning the favor with those defensive stuns. Gets that one sent on through. I think TechnoWubs is in the area first. No, the Zen stack gets together and gets home. It's Fire Ninja now sending this one through the tunnel, bouncing off of that trap. Geo up high into the popcorn area. Heck with the recovery, looking for Jay Franzel, but once again, just a little too far in front of the intended recipient. It'll be picked up now by Not Richard. Not Richard sending this one through the tunnel, but Heck is there with the read. Heck at the popcorn area, playing patient, playing slow, drawing out that pressure before looking to send it through to Isolate, but those passes are just a little bit off, and Zen has got to clean those up, because, I mean, they're lucky that every key hasn't punished them yet, but here they go. They're going to have another go at this as Fire Ninja sends this one through, bouncing off the floor just outside the bubble. It's Draco Mako there first. Draco looking for that counter clear, but Heck on the back line does shut it down. Incoming pressure. He'll send this one over to Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel up high to Fire Ninja, who takes it to the nest, and Draco Mako a little busy with Isolate there on the backboard, but gets stunned out, and Fire Ninja, recognizing that opportunity, secures the 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, to Heck out there, I mean, he was able to take a lot of good clears, but yeah, a couple of those missed passes, he was very lucky that they didn't capitalize on those and were able to, kind of pick that back up. But that's always been kind of Zen's forte, is the mid and the defensive play. They just need to kind of pick the pressure up on offense a little bit. And, even now, the 6-0 lead is going to be a great way coming out of a first-round loss.
Oh, no. I don't know what happened there. Let me see if I can see the replay on the stream.
That would be a dunk meta in full effect there.
You know what? It happens to the best of us, and points are points. And those are some points that, honestly, every key really needed here, because, I mean, Zen was starting to drive there with 6 unanswered points, as this is another turnover here for every key. Maybe another opportunity as TechnoWub sends this one through, bouncing off the back wall. It is going to be a little bit too high there for Draco Mako. Jay Franzel there first, looking for that clear, but Not Richard says no. He's looking to send this one over to iFoxy, who misreads the bounce just a little bit. Zen gets another opportunity at this clear. It will go through the high mid. Gonna not be read by Isolate or Heck. Instead, it is not Richard there first, who slaps this one to the mid, but Jay Franzel is there at the popcorn area. Under some pressure here from iFoxy, does get that pass over across to Isolate at the ceiling. Isolate looking to send this one to Heck. Heck looking for one more to Fire Ninja, looking for the bounce, but that is just a little bit off on the rim. It is not quite out yet, though, as it will be picked up by Jay Franzel once again for the side of Zen. On this back line, taking his time, looking for any open options, goes for that reset back to Isolate at the far double diamonds. Isolate now sending it right back forward to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking low for Heck. Gonna take an unfortunate bounce off the boot, but that's fine because Isolate is there for the reads. That pass not going to be on either, though. It's a fight up high. Technowubs gets the stun, but does not get to the disc. That is going to go to Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel sending this one back to Isolate now. Isolate back to Jay Franzel. The quick passing from Zen is beautiful as this one goes to Heck. Heck now back to Jay Franzel above the Pac-Man. We'll send this one back. They're just playing the possession game, waiting for a lane to open up. Fire Ninja fires it back to Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel working his way through the bubble, looking for that cut to Fire Ninja, but that is just a little bit off. Heck with it now, slapping it back into the bubble, into the hands of Isolate, but Isolate cannot get away from Not Richard. Not Richard looking for that clear, but Heck killing it with these backline reads right now, creating opportunity after opportunity after opportunity as he gets it once again, sends it to Jay Franzel, and finally, there we go. Zen gets another set of points.
I mean, this is exactly the opposite of round one. We are seeing a huge amount of possession time by Zen. They have absolutely taken the pace of this game to their own. I mean, you know, they were able to, you know, make sure that every single time they have the disc, they are able to retrieve it. And that square type setup with one or two back. Originally, they were running kind of a 3-up, 1 back, and the 2-up, 2 back has really been a great change to see from them.
Yep, it absolutely has. And I mean, you know what, I gotta calls it like I sees it. You know, some of these Zen plays have been a little bit off on the passing, you know, just a little bit in front or behind the intended recipient. But what I'm seeing differently from Zen this round is they're getting back to it faster. They're able to clean up their own mistakes faster and create new opportunities off of it. And you know, I hope it continues, because as a caster, you know, I always want that round 3. But here comes Every Key once again, but a save from Isolate. Technowubs with the shot from the shoulder will be saved, but not quite cleared, as Draco Mako is on the back line to pick this one up, stopping at the rock under some pressure from Fire Ninja. Passes this one over to iFoxy. iFoxy above the shoulder, maybe driving in, but takes a weird bounce out of the bubble into the hands of Draco Mako for just a moment. Recovered by Not Richard. Not Richard trying to fire this one up to Technowubs, but that's a little off as well. The Zen stack is together. Jay Franzel sending this one forward, taking a bad bounce right into the hands of Draco Mako, who sends it to the stack, who pivots immediately. Great coordination there, but it is going to be immediately recovered now by Fire Ninja, using his own teammate to pivot, but not quite cleared on through. That's going to bounce off of a Geo into the hands of Isolate. Isolate now under some pressure. Oh, I don't think he saw Technowubs coming, but Jay Franzel does manage to recover it, sending it through this tunnel into the hands of Draco Mako. Draco Mako looking for this clear, but it is going to bounce off of some Geos instead. Recovered by Not Richard. Not Richard sending it to Technowubs, stacked with iFoxy. This could be an opportunity. iFoxy there to it first, but he is forced to send this one back to Not Richard, but he'll get it right on back. The quick give and go, feeding this one low now to Technowubs, but just a little bit off. That's going to bounce out of the bubble, and Heck gets an incredible leech off of Not Richard to get there first, get the clear on through underneath the Pac-Man. It's Technowubs there first. Fire Ninja with the drive-by stun. He'll get this one picked up, sent over to Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel coming off of his grab on shield and pays for it, as iFoxy forces yet another turnover, but Heck on the back line once again gets it sent to Isolate. Isolate back to Heck, and then back to Fire Ninja, but Fire Ninja just a little bit off as that hits the rim, but the clear is not out just yet. Recovered now by Jay Franzel. Jay Franzel looking for Fire Ninja up high, but Draco Mako has that lane read, but not quite the clear, not just yet. It's going to take another try. This time it is in fact through, going off the back wall, bouncing out of the bubble right into the hands of Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja looking for this clear. It takes 2 tries, but it will go through. Where are the stacks as that bounces off the post, off the backboard? Oh, that I would have been interested to have seen what happened if they didn't get there first. But every key is there. It is iFoxy and Not Richard together. But Jay Franzel on the back line has that clear attempt red for Zen. Jay Franzel sending this one up to Fire Ninja under pressure from Not Richard. Not Richard will win that one, but Isolate keeps it in the every key zone once again. It's iFoxy now. He's looking for this clear. Yes, this time it will go all the way through the tunnel, bouncing just outside the Zen bubble. Open lane, just kidding. Jay Franzel's home. Jay Franzel with the save, with the clear, bouncing up toward the ceiling into the hands of Draco Mako. Draco Mako now under some pressure, looks to send this one through, but Fire Ninja on the back line. iFoxy with the steal, Fire Ninja with the stun, but he can't get back to it. It's iFoxy and yet another steal. Fire Ninja sending this one through, picked up now by Jay Franzel, but Draco Mako gets home just in time to keep it out of the goal. He'll send this one up to iFoxy at the ceiling. iFoxy sending this one all the way through, bouncing off the Pac-Man into the hands of Draco Mako once again. Good pass over to Techno Loves, and 3 minutes and 57 seconds later, we have a goal for every key.
Draco Waco making savos. Sorry, that's it.
I wish we had a
done.
throw counter. I really wish, because I honestly think this might be an Echo record of the most amount of haphazard throwing of the Echo disc in a VRML because I mean it is the entire time. I don't think there was even much possession time during those 3 minutes. It was just disc throwing to other people, to geos, to clears, to empty stacks. It's just and it continuing. It's just like a controlled panic.
Oh my, speaking of controlled panic, I mean, several bounces to get there, but every key secures another 2, and what was 8-2 just a couple minutes ago is now a much closer round, but too little, too late, and Zen will take round 2, which means we have a round 3 on our hands. And thank you so much, Angel, for the hydrate, except I'm out of water and I feel my throat drying up.
That's all right. If you would like me, I can definitely take over on the play-by-play if you want to be PHAEN0M for this round.
I'm good. I'm gonna text my brother and see if he'll bring me water.
I can make you jealous and just drink some water here. Not taking over, but
Please don't. I'm dying.
Please know that I'm hydrated.
Thank you.
Can I have some drinking water ASMR, please?
Oh my god. I hate that so much.
I regret asking that already.
Yeah, you do.
Immediate regret. I apologize. I will be resigning immediately.
Oh man. That I'm uncomfortable. All right, but you know what? Round 3 here between Zen and every key. This is, we said it earlier and I'll say it again. This is going to be a battle of forced errors and forced turnovers because both of these teams have proven themselves to be mortal. There's been enough of these, just slightly off passes. It is honestly, in my opinion, coming down to who is able to capitalize on those errors faster, who's able to get the stacks together faster, who's able to get the reads faster. And that's what's going to decide this round 3, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we saw so many interceptions from Zen is, like I said, they were throwing that 1 up, 3 up, 1 back, isolate generally, or heck, were standing at the midline with the other 3, and they were able to take a lot more attempts at the goal unsuccessfully. They switched to kind of a square type offense where they had a left and a right, kind of half reset, and then the 2 in the bubble, and they were able to actively pull out 1, 2, or 3 players out of the bubble, make a good pass to one of the 2 forwards, and then put it in the goal a handful of times. So if that's going to be the offensive case of Zen, then every key really needs to to see that and understand that to stop those points leaking away, they really need to hold fast or put up a stack and just keep it stacked until they need to rush back to bubble, play way more conservatively on defense on both of the teams. The random clearing and throwing to geo, a lot of that's just because there's so much backline play that there's not a lot of great options to clear through, and so they're just chucking it at whatever opening they can see, most of the time it going poorly. So from both teams, it's just going to come down to who can control the disc, who can, really take pace in this next round.
I really think that is spot on. Hey, let's go! I'm getting water delivered to me. I'm sorry, that's what I was doing. I was a little sidetracked. But okay, I'm getting water because I want to be ready here for this round 3. I mean, round 2, so hype there. I thought for sure Zen was going to run away with it for a bit. I mean, they reached that 8-2 marker, and it took way too long for any other goals to be scored. And I'm, with those final couple points there from every key, I'm hoping that indicates that this round 3 is going to be very, very close. And that's all you can ask for as a caster, is a very close round 3. That's not true. I can ask for round 3, but that's just straight up greedy.
I don't think it's greedy at all. I think we can ask for round 3.
Overtime, though, in round 3?
Overtime in round 3?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been both rounds, I believe, were one goal away, correct? 6-8 the last round. First round, don't remember what.
12-8.
12-8. Okay, so it was 4 points first match. 2 points second match.
Zen can only score 8. That's all they got.
Zen can only score 8 points this third round. So really, it's going to come down to, forget everything I said about strategy. It's going to come down to if every key can score more than 8 points. If they can do that, then they have secured victory.
I really hate that that's the marker, but you know what? The numbers don't lie, man. The numbers do not lie. So, I mean, every key, if you're listening, all you need is 9 points. All you need is 9. 9 points. That's all you need. But, all right, jokes aside, the timeout has ended, and we are getting ready to go into a round 3. Disc in the middle, stacks of the tubes, away we go. First touch once again to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja sending this one to Heck going down low across over to Jay Franzel, who is fighting with that every key defense and manages to hold on to it for just a second, but not enough. The attempted clear will not go through just yet, as this is recovered by Draco Mako. Draco Mako looking for that low send through. That's looking good, taking a good bounce, but Isolate is home to slap that one right back out into the hands of Jay Franzel, who's pre-stacked with Fire Ninja. They're going to chase this clear, but Not Richard and iFoxy are there first. Not Richard sending this one through to Techno Wubs to Draco Mako, and look at that. Draco Mako saves, Draco Mako shots. Another 3 points here for every key to start out round 3.
11, 10, 9.
Great start. I mean, especially going into round 3, that first point becomes all the more important, and hitting an open 3 like that, putting more importantly, putting Zen back on that offensive rollout to make small mistakes, thankfully clearing up those small mistakes very quickly, but definitely it might be the advantage by name, but it is definitely not the whole advantage by effectiveness.
Oh my goodness, that shot going just a little bit off, but that one will go in, and oh my goodness, what a start here in round 3 for the side of every key. You can tell in the body language of these players, they are here, they are ready, and they are up by 6, and we are not even 2 minutes in.
I mean, exact opposite of the last round when the first 2 points open 3s by Zen as well. So Zen really just cannot make a mistake for the next couple minutes here.
No, they really cannot. They need to start executing here and now, and that is how it starts. Fire Ninja to Jay Franzel, who will secure the 2 for the side of Zen.
Both teams not exactly super clean off the offensive rollouts, so making sure that you can kind of entrap your opponent on that advantage, it's going to be super important this round.
Yep. Very, very important, as Draco Mako sends that to iFoxy, the quick fire across to Not Richard, and he'll send it right on back to Draco. Draco now back to Not Richard, who barely gets that pass off to iFoxy before getting stunned out. The stack, ooh, looking to force these bad passes, but they have not done so just yet. Just kidding, I casters cursed it. It is going to be Fire Ninja there with the recovery, but Draco Mako on the back line with the reads will keep the possession here for the side of every key. He sends this one up to Not Richard, who gets it across over to iFoxy, but Fire Ninja forces the turnover, and he will get this one through the tunnel. This is taking a good bounce. Where are the stacks? Where are the stacks? Off of the rim, off of the shield, and into the hands of Not Richard, who is not able to get this one cleared out just yet. That will be into the hands of Isolate. Isolate at the trap, sends this one high cross over to Jay Franzel, an open goal! Oh man, I mean, it took him a second to even fire that shot. I don't know if he saw it was open, but once he did, quick points there for the side of Zen.
Yeah, sometimes those little errors can actually work in the favor of the people who make the errors. You know, if you kind of accidentally drop it and pick it back up, it can make that hesitation. You know, and so in that case, every key saw an option, decided to go for it, immediately got picked up, and now they're at a disadvantage. So sometimes making and another open 3. This is a very different round than either of the rounds we've seen so far.
Sorry, I got water delivered to me and I was enjoying it for a moment. I got the best sibling ever. They also waited outside my door to wait for a goal. Shout out to him. But all right, here we go. I mean, every key now down by 2. Zen has managed to turn this round around after that quick start from every key. It is now Draco Mako sending this one to iFoxy. Quick pass up to TechnoWubs, but not quick enough as Heck and Fire Ninja force yet another turnover. Oh, but not Richard fighting in the tunnel with Jay Franzel. He does manage to keep it away for just a moment and gets this pass over to iFoxy. iFoxy now working his way into bubble, maybe going to take this one-on-one, and he wins it. That's another 2 points here for every key, and they are tied up at 8-8.
12, 11, 10.
I mean, the goal types that we're seeing very different from the first 2 rounds, but the score, however, identical. So I mean, obviously Zen now with 8 points cannot score anymore. Those are just the rules, unfortunately. For illegal reasons, that's a joke. And that was another open goal. Oh, and another open goal, but goes for the 2 instead, so still only a 2-point lead.
Oh, okay, maybe. Okay, I'm watching this one again. It looked like TechnoWebs may have lost tracking there up at the shoulder, and it cost him. It was the difference as he pushed into bubble. But either way, points are points, and I'm sure they'll take whatever they can get right now, as that does get them the lead at 10-8. But Zen is looking for that quick answer back. Oh no, iFoxy with the steal! What a read there from Foxy, and then the shot to follow it up. That's another 3 for every key, and they've got a 5-point lead once again.
I mean, that's the thing. The points, yeah, they suck, but really, especially when the matches are this close, it is that ability to not have to joust that is so much more important not to have in these conditions. And that's exactly why, is those quick snags can turn a game around instantly.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, this game is not over yet. Every key had a 6-point lead earlier, and Zen managed to claw their way back, I mean, pretty quickly. So, still 4 minutes remaining. Let's see what every key is able to do right here, right now. iFoxy with multiple defenders on him. Was that behind the back? That was dirty. What a shot from iFoxy to get another 2 points in.
Yeah, from that distance, players this caliber are going to be really difficult to save against in that one-on-one. Straight on goal is the hardest spot for goalies to save on, other than just point blank backboard. But right now the stacks and the errors and probably the pressure on Zen, they just really need to have something monumental here to put them back in it.
Yeah, they need to clean it up. I mean, honestly, that's what it comes down to. They're getting beat on stacks. They're getting beat on execution of passes. But Fire Ninja with a steal, maybe trying to find some life for his team as that bounces off of the trench back into his own hands. So self-pass. He'll feed this one over. But oh no, that is what I'm talking about. Those little mistakes on those passes are really, really costing them right now. They have got to find a way to clean it up. This clear, not quite going to go through just yet. Isolate looking to leech this stack, get home in time, but that's going to bounce all the way out of the bubble. No one's got it just yet. It will be Draco Mako hauling this one in, taking it low to the Pac-Man. He's going to have to back this one out just a little bit before sending it up high to iFoxy. iFoxy with the double reset now to TechnoWubs, and every key is shifting to a much more comfortable, relaxed, controlled play style, as they should. With a 7-point lead, they can play this game all day until that happens. The bad pass, maybe a turnover. No, Draco Mako finding a way to clean up that pass, getting it back to TechnoWubs, who sends it back to not Richard. Now back to TechnoWubs, but he's going to lose the hand on it. It is picked up now by Heck. Heck looking to send this one through the tunnel, but look, that stack already together. Even if that had not been cleared, every key has the speed right now This is going to get sent low to iFoxy. One more pass looking for Techno Wubs, but Zen does manage to force the turnover, but not the clear. Not Richard on the back line with the reads. Zen needs points. Zen needs points now. They need to get it out of their zone. They need to clean up the clears, whatever it takes. They cannot keep playing this game in their own zone, as Techno Wubs drives that in for yet another 2 points here for every key. They are up by 9.
Yeah, that is going to be a huge number. I mean, we saw Zen able to put down some quick 3-pointers, but especially with this time frame, you know, if I was Everkey, I would just be playing a little bit defensively and, you know, not letting those 3-pointers, because that is their only hope right now. It's just that overreach that Everkey tends to do sometimes in on the defensive side.
Yep, I agree, but hey, that clear not quite gonna go through just yet. Heck, get the grab, but does get stunned out, but that's okay because Zen is still kind of in possession, as iFoxy does get there first for the side of every key. iFoxy sending this one through. The stack is already together here for every key, and Techno Wubs taking the scenic route around the rim before putting that one in for the 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this team knows, especially after, you know, a handful of kind of just game-ending errors right there. You know, it's going to be near impossible basically to get through at this point. I mean, they are completely confident in their win at this point. If I was Everkey.
Yeah, I mean, the Zen, I mean, it's not just confidence, it is the truth. The Zen is out of technical time to secure, what do they need now? 13 points? I mean, that just simply is not going to happen in 20 seconds, so we are basically just along for the ride right now to see who takes home some more souvenir points, as Newton Dad would say. Zen gonna line up for one final rollout. I'm hoping for their sake they manage to get some points here. It is going to be Isolate with this pickup, pre-stacked with Fire Ninja, but they get stunned out. However, the clear through is good. Techno Wubs with this pickup will send it through the tunnel where it is read by Isolate. Isolate now sending it back through that same side tunnel, bouncing off the back wall into the hands of Jay Franzo. Oh, a little too late, and that will do it here in round 3. Every key will win this one in 3 rounds. So, really solid work here from both of these teams, but in the end, it was every key taking home the win. I mean, PHAEN0M, I know you only got like a minute or two, but you know, what
Right.
changed in round 3 that made it such a blowout?
I mean, other than just, you know, I talked at the very beginning about, you know, unforced errors being the death of High Diamond, but you know, when both teams are just kind of going Hail Mary on the passing and throwing, sometimes it works out, and it ended up with a really even game until I think the pivotal moment of that entire match was the steal from Foxy. The second he hit that open 3 after the QB steal, that was it for them. I mean, they were so close the entire time, but to get, you know, 5 back with very little time, and that kind of, you know, demoralization that you get from getting a, you know, QB rip from you, I mean, that was pretty much game.
Yep, absolutely. So really solid game, you know, from both of these teams, as well as all of the teams that we saw play this evening. I mean, starting us out with Overkill and Instinct, and then Entropic Fours and Breakfast Enjoyers, and now finally this match will be the last one of this evening. I have been Psychaotic. With me in the booth has been PHAEN0M on the cams, running the show, doing everything. Has been Offbeat. Thank you guys so much for joining us here with these casts. We hope to see you next time, and have a fantastic evening.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.